Today I'm gonna show you how to mix licks, chords, and fills. So for today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to mix licks and fills with chords. So essentially rhythm with lead, or how to fill up empty space. New ukulele Wednesday and Saturday, so hit subscribe if you want to learn more. You can print out the tabs for this lesson by becoming a Patreon. That's this lesson, all our lessons, links up here in the notes to show you how to join. So this first lick is over the F, and I'm going to contextualize this first lick more than I'm going to the other ones, so you can see how to use these in your own playing. Essentially, a fill is you find a place in a song where you're not singing. So I took a G minor chord, open, 2, 3, 1, and then a C minor, or a C7 chord, excuse me, 0, 0, 0, 1, and then 2 measures of F. And we'll strum through those nice down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, then F, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Let's say in this hypothetical song, I sing over the G minor and the C7 and the first F, but the second F I don't. So in this example, I sing until I get to the F. And in this example, I sing until I get to the F. So you have this F chord that's just wide open. There's nothing happening over it, and it's an area where if you wanted to, you could create something dynamic and interesting by filling up the empty space. So the fill that we're gonna play, it sounds like this. All right? And what I'm doing is I'm taking my F chord and I'm playing the open C string and hammering on the second fret here. And then following that with my index finger playing the first fret of the E string. That's a triplet motion. I'm playing 3 notes over 1 beat. Triplet. I do it again. Triplet. I like to count these with the beat, like 1 pola, 2 pola. Some people count them kitty cat, or strawberry, strawberry. 3 notes over 1 beat. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3. My middle finger is going to drop down to the second fret of this G string, which is part of my F chord. Then my pinky grabs the third fret of the high A on the offbeat. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3, and I let that ring out. After this, strum an F chord to give it a sense of resolution. So it would be G chord where we sing, C chord where we sing, and then F a little, and then. And that's how the fill works. One more time from the top. G and we sing, 7 and we sing, F and we sing. So now you know what a fill is, you know how to use it. This particular fill you can use over any F chord in any song that there's a space in your singing. And this is essentially built just off of notes of the F chord, adding 1 extra note, the D note. F, D minor. They're very, very close. So this is basically just experimenting with ways to play within the chord. We'll talk about the different techniques I used, but this one is essentially just fancy finger picking, adding 1 extra note. Fill number 2, we're going to play over an A chord. So we're going to strum the A1 strum pattern, down, down, up, down, and then so it would sound like. For this one, what we're doing is strumming down on the A, and then hammering on the second fret of the E string with our ring finger, and then pulling off. Then, right after that, strum down on the A chord, follow that up with an up, but get your middle finger or your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the high A string. After that up, you'll do that again, and then lift up that finger and strum down on an A. Fill number 2. Now again, this is built around the A chord. When you're playing with these ideas, make your chord and experiment with just throwing extra fingers down, seeing if something cool happens. We are going to use other chord shapes and the scales, but this is one that I call an extended chord approach. I just take the chord and I experiment with what happens when I press other frets and try to layer the chord, looking for something like a happy accident almost. All right, this next example, we are going to play over the C chord. C, down, down, up, down. So it's kind of Motown-y. You're gonna slide middle finger 2 to 4, index finger, 3rd fret of the E string, then your ring finger grabs the 5th fret of the low G. And I have a low G here. High G would sound amazing as well. After that, with my thumb, my index finger plays the 3rd fret of the high A string. Okay? After you get that, hold this shape down, 5, 4, 3, 3. It's another C shape, and give it a down, up, down. Here's another one to play over C chords. It sounds like this. Okay, slide 2 to 4 again, and then index finger, 3rd fret here. You're gonna strum through this shape. And that's 1, 1 E and 2, 1 E and 2. Then you're going to get your index finger to slide from the 5 here on the C string to the 7. So your middle finger will grab the 7th fret of the high A, and then you're going to make this shape, which is 7, 8, 7, and strum down. So you get 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4. Still here? Why don't you go ahead and hit that like button? It helps other people like you find this lesson. This next example you use over any E7 chord. Start with our E7, down, down, up, down. And then we're gonna work some pretty cool triplets. We're gonna go 2 to 4 with our middle finger, index finger on the 3rd fret, right back to 4. And that's a triplet. 1 pola, and we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, do do do. Another triplet. Triplets, 3 notes in 1 beat. So it's 1 pola, 2 pola, 3 pola. If you're having trouble counting that, some people say kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, and it's a kitty cat every beat. Kitty cat, or strawberry, strawberry. I like to count it 1 pola, 2 pola. So slide 2 to 4, index finger 3rd, back to 4. Then we go 5, 4, 3. 5th fret of the E string, 4th on the C, index on the 3rd fret of the C, of the E. Oops. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. E string, C string, E string. Down, down, up, down. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4. From there, you're gonna slide 2 to 4 and grab the 2nd fret of that A string with your ring finger. Then the open G to hammer on the first fret. So it's 3 pola 4, 3 pola 4, hammer on the fourth beat, 3 pola 4. Whole thing nice and slowly would be 1 pola, 2 pola, 3 pola 4. In context, nice and slow, it would sound like this. I know the triplets make it feel super fast. Let's slow it down even more. That one you can play over any E7. All right, here's an E7 one. This one's gonna be a little tricky, but it's very cool. You're gonna start with this E7, of course. Down, down, up, up, down. Then you're gonna slide 2 to 4, 3, pinky on the 5th fret to get a triplet. You're gonna run through that twice. 4, 3, 5. 1 pola, 2 pola. Then you're gonna squeeze these two notes together, the 4 and the 3 2 times. And then you're gonna get your ring finger on the 4th fret and squeeze these two. It'll be 4 4. Down, down, up, up, down. Super bluesy, great though. And you can use that over any E7 that you see. Still here and enjoying these tabs? You know you can print them out cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. Links up here by becoming a Patreon. Back to our F chord. Little different this time. We're going to strum, then slide 3 to 5 on the E string with our ring finger. Index finger grabs the 3rd fret of the high A. Then you slide back 5 to 3 and grab 1. So it's down, down, up, up, down. 1, 2, and 4. Do, 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 do. And then 2 pull 0, 2nd fret of the G string. There you go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Strum. Down, down, up, up, down. You can use that over any F. Now we're going to do something similar, but we're going to change the last note. Instead of playing the 2nd fret here, we're going to play the 1st fret of the E string for the last note. And you get... It's a little different because this is an F note, so it finalizes a little harder. In fact, this would be a great way to finish a song in the key of F. And you would get... Just one note, but a totally different vibe. Now watch what happens when we switch that F to a D minor, and we switch the last note to the 2nd fret here. We're gonna strum the D minor, but we're gonna go 3, 5, back down to 1, 2, pull 0, and then finish on 2. With a D minor, you get... Also, again, just changing one note, but using the relative minor, we get a completely different feel. Very nice. This next one sounds great over any G chord, and it sounds like this. So for the lick, we're going to start off 5th fret of the E string with your ring finger, and then middle finger, 3rd fret of the same string, do, do, do. Index finger, 2nd fret on the 2nd beat. So it goes 1 and 2, 1 and 2. We're using a double stop now. We're going to play 3 and 2 together, and then your ring finger is going to hammer on the 2nd fret of the C string, and then pull open. So it's 2, hammer 4, back to 2. And that ring finger drops down to the 4th fret of the G string, and you play that. Triple it, boom. 1 and 2, 3, pull a 4. Play that over any G chord. Awesome. You are doing great if you made it this far. If you like this kind of teaching, hit me up, 10thumbsproductions@gmail.com, and we can do some one-on-one lessons, and I can help take your playing to the next level. And for this last one, you can play this one over any E minor chord. And the way we're going to play this one is we're going to start off. Ooh, powerful. 5, 7. This is in the E minor pentatonic. Shape number 5, but also D is the note for an E minor 7, and B is also 2 of the 4 notes of the E minor 7. So these are chord tones. We're going to play them 3 times as a triplet. 1, 2, 3. It's a cool double stop idea, both of them together. Then down here, index finger 2nd fret, middle finger 3rd. 1 pull a 2, 1 pull a 2. Then from there, offbeat, ring finger grabs the 4th fret. 1 pull a 2, and there's a triplet, 3, 4, 2, all on the 3rd beat. Triple it, and then you finish ring finger 4th fret. 3 pull a 4. 1 pull a 2, and 3 pull a 4. Strum through the whole thing. Strum through the whole thing nice and slow. Triple it 2, and 3 pull a 4. Without counting one time, it sounds like this. Love it. And you can use that one over any E minor where you have a blank space with no singing. And there you go, friends. That is 10, 11, 12, I kind of lost count, fills that you can use. And each of those are designed for those chords specifically. So if you're singing any song, and in that song it uses one of those chords, and there's a spot in that song with the blank space where you're not singing, try one of these fills to see if it makes your song sound more dynamic and interesting. You can also use these techniques of chord extension colors, using arpeggios and chord tones, triplets, mixing scales to create your own licks and fills as well. All right, until next time. Take care. Have a lovely day. Life is good. Keep on playing. Keep on rocking. Keep on rolling. Catch you next Wednesday for Ukulele Technique. Saturday for a song. Think about becoming a Patreon. Cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. Also private lessons. Think about it.